That's what I'm on all summer. You don't see me and my dude right here. Whenever somebody acts a fool, you don't see me and my dude right here. Like,
yeah. And welcome back to another episode of Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
Here we are. Yes, another week.
I'm Troy.
I'm Damon.
And we are that BICTH.
In that order.
Well, not in that specific order, but
not in that specific order.
Why are you laughing? You ain't got people showing up on a party bus for you?
Okay.
We have a comment to read. So the comment is from the Real Hot Boys Houston. Shout out to the Real Hot Boys because they stay showing so much love. But comment reads, child, I feel like Miguel charmed us out of our panties. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
How dare you?
But no,
see, I told you. Those pussy monsters are. It's so hot and cold. You know, you either get an Antonio or you get a Mikhail. No, I'm just kidding. I like Mikhail, but
yeah, I like Mikhail. Just watching the last episode and then watching this episode, he's really, like we say, he's really mature. Like he seems to be like the most one of the most level-headed people on this show. We used to kind of like, I guess, antagonize our viewers to comment, and now they're commenting. So thank you guys. Like,
bullying works sometimes.
See that right there? That's bullying.
Before we let our thoughts fly on this episode, the season finale, we have a special guest coming through. So
very special guest.
You know, once we're done with our our little assessment of the whole episode, we'll be able to talk to them. Guess who it is?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
Who is it?
It's me.
I thought this episode was definitely choppy. I know everybody has said that, but yeah, it seemed really rushed. Like I said, as an editor, I know what it's like to be trying to do something really quickly. Like, I just feel like the argument and the arguments that happened this episode were confusing and redundant. Like, I feel like they didn't really add anything. You know, it's just the same thing. I know y'all are tired of us saying that it's the same thing.
But imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
They would be talking and then it would cut to like a totally different scene, and then that scene would just cut to like a totally different. It was confusing. The transitions weren't the best. Like you said, they would be mid sentence and they would literally just go to like another scene.
Right.
I basically agree with everything you said. This is kind of like a lackluster season finale, like no shade, considering that the season started off so good.
I feel like they set up so much, but then they left us like with unanswered questions. Like, I'm like, you know, they brought up so many things, but and then didn't address them. But
right, like they said, the trip to Savannah was to be continued, and they never brought it never came back up. So I was just like, well, what the fuck happened? Right. Like, I would much rather see what had happened instead of seeing like 4 or 5 different people just talk about like what happened. So we're back with our special guest. We're joined by Bryan, the fan favorite from the Shit We Do for Love. We kind of gave our thoughts on the show already. Did you want to kind of give your opinion on the season finale?
You know, I didn't really finish it. I watched it up until, okay, so I'm gonna be honest. You know how you watching something, but you're actually doing something. So I was at work trying to watch it. So I wasn't really like into the conversations and all of that. But I would say, I'm happy to see that they showed them being unified, doing something positive before the shit started, you know.
Okay. This episode resumes with Mikhail's birthday dinner.
No!
This dinner. In my Tay-Rock voice, these hammers. This goddamn dinner was... It was cool, like the vibe, like there wasn't really any hostile energy, but they started talking about like sex, and I mean explicit, like explicit details. And it's crazy because well, first let me backtrack, because we know Noelle spilled the tea about Mikhail and Timmy kind of, you know, hanging out or whatever. And Mikhail was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, don't be embarrassed. It's your right as an American citizen. Like, that's first of all.
But I just love how Noel didn't waste no time. Like,
he didn't.
Listen, Noel came to do a job, and that is what he's going to do. Like,
I peeped that. After he brought that up, he didn't say anything else. Like,
yeah. He was just like, put this tea in there. All right, y'all go ahead and deliberate. Like,
who's the funnest person to be around when they're sober, and then who's the most fun when they're drunk? Like the drunk is.
Honestly, I've only mostly been around D'Angelo and Damien.
Okay.
And Travis when he's here.
Okay.
So I would have to say them collectively.
Okay. So. Yes, that's a vibe. Like, they have really good chemistry. Like, we always say Damien is another one of our faves, but like you, Damien, and Angelo have, although Angelo's a bit messy, I know that's your homeboy. I really like Angelo.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you know.
Yeah. Come on, defensive friend.
Okay.
Yes.
At the end of the day, when you're doing something like this, reality TV, not saying that he's not who he is on the show. That's who he is, but it's like, you know, I would be worse than him. So that's why I'm happy I'm playing the role that I'm playing as the friend. Because if I was the main cast member, y'all would probably be over me. If somebody over here telling me something about somebody over here, and then I go around this person and y'all both in the same room, look, bitch, y'all got some talking to do. I'm not about to ring around the rosy shit, have a conversation. That's it. So I feel like he's that person. Like, look, we're not about to sit because I don't really know some of y'all like that. So we know what we're here to do. So he understands the assignment, honey.
Yeah. So I guess they talked about the insult that Redacted has been throwing at Timmy all season about his little lips or whatever.
Straight bullied you, called you little lips and everything else over alive.
Them lips work. Them little lips work, okay?
Rightfully so.
Our next scene, like Damien and Noel.
Y'all don't like the whole, I'm not cut the motherfucking cameras.
Bitch needs straight jacket.
It just got really awkward between them because it seemed like Noel just got really hostile and aggressive, angry out of nowhere.
Damien was very confused. You can see.
Like
I'm confused. Like, which way are you trying to go with this? Like,
it was definitely giving like they just broke up and he just showed up randomly drunk and like upset that they broke up or something. Like it was definitely giving like mental break. Like I don't know. It was definitely giving me a rehearsed scene. I mean, I was living for it because Noel was giving it, but I was just kind of like, what is going on? Like, what's really going on? And after that, he's in the confessional, like,
we talked about it. He understood where I was coming from, and he vowed to not do that again. And he admitted to not remembering every detail of Savannah.
Something's telling me that y'all weren't beefing to start. Like, y'all just wanted to do this song and dance, and then after, like, just to have like some entertainment or something. Like,
now that you mention it, that is kind of like an interesting point because last episode, Bryan and D'Angelo told Damien what Noah had said about him, and now here they like seem to be, I don't know, almost was kind of like a good space before Noel with Nutty the Fuck Boo. But I was like, what did they interact after like D'Angelo got this information? Like,
and they probably just wasn't captured.
Okay.
Yeah. They
okay.
Because I was just like, did y'all ever really have beef if y'all were so quick to make up like that off camera? Like, I don't know. To me, it was just like, and then I'm like, what's going on in the scene? Like, Noel is losing all three of his minds. Like, I don't know, like, why he's like, definitely given like, he was definitely given like Whitney Houston, but played by Deborah Wilson.
Do you know why? Do you know? Do you?
Then it was the wig, it was the glasses, it was the jacket, it was the wine glass.
Yes, very theatrical.
The Taco Bell. It was just so much to pull from. I wonder, was he wearing those boots? The same boots that he was wearing when he had that wig on?
That pink wig.
Yes. I feel like those boots have some sort of magical powers. I feel like that is where his alter ego comes from.
Like,
damn boots.
Noel is really a sweet person.
He seems like it. I feel like when he's like nice to you, he's very nice to you. But when it goes left, it goes all the way left. So
He's just the person you really have to like get to know and be around and understand. Like, okay, bitch, I understand that you cuckoo, but you know.
Hey,
Yes.
this is the place for him.
Bryan, I also have to say that I really love your jewelry, like the necklace and the earring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey. Also, like a more positive Damian scene, his jewelry showcase where he invited like the whole cast. I put in my notes that it was good vibes. This was probably the only event. This
you're rocking
episode.
it.
Yeah, I got one on. You know, I really don't take the bitch off, honestly.
Yes. I put that it was, I think, the only event this episode where things kind of where it didn't go left. Like other than everybody trying to figure out like what's alien redacted. But yeah, like I also have on my notes, Bryan, you don't see my dude right here, Kennedy.
I don't want you walking around at somebody else's event with your shirt off and my nigga here.
Like Noel takes his shirt off and Ryan just kind of loses his mind. Like, Noel, you don't see my dude right here? And I'm like, Ryan, he's shirtless. It's not like he's walking around without drawers on.
Ryan, please calm down. Nobody, with all due respect, ain't nobody worried about you or your man. Okay? like
y'all are everything.
Because I'm just like,
it's like, relax,
sir. Nobody was thinking about you when he took his shirt off.
I feel like it was because you know the tip that he was like, you know, I don't want to say the tip that he was on because I don't want nobody to think I'm saying nothing crazy. But the energy that he was on and being shirtless and just walking around, I guess, you know, like, bitch, people mean up in here. Like, what you doing?
Oh, okay.
I guess, I don't know. I'm just saying. I be trying to look at things from both sides, you know.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I just thought it was hilarious because I was like
in the chat and I thought Noel I thought I read that he spilled like wine on his shirt, so that's why he I guess took his shirt off. But if he was given that type of tea, then
but you know Noel is extra, so he was probably
so I think it was the fact that he was just, you know,
feminine.
That's what I'm on all summer. You don't see me and my dude right here. Whenever somebody asks the food, you don't see me and my dude right here. Like,
hey Trey, can you come to work early? Like, you don't see my dude right here?
Right.
Absolutely not. Like, I really like the turnout that like everybody came out to support Damian. It was positive.
Yeah.
I just really like Damian as as a person. He seems really level-headed, mature, really good balance.
Yo nigga Damian Woods.
Yeah. My nigga D Woods know why I need.
Right. It's kind of weird because this season they kind of, well, at least towards the end, they like posed a bunch of or they like raised a bunch of things like plots and then just like didn't fulfill them or didn't like elaborate on them. Like the whole Noel talking about Damian behind his back. Like I thought when they met at Damian's apartment, I thought that's what they were going to talk about, but then they didn't. They talked about Timmy. So I was like, wait, shouldn't y'all be talking about the issue y'all got? But maybe they talked about it off camera. And then that's
the one thing I hate. A lot of that happens. And it's like, when it's okay and the energy is that good, we don't have those type of conversations. That's the only thing just that they do a better job at. Like, when y'all are in season, just try to keep the conversations to a minimum off camera. And
right.
Just so it can be, you know, more authentic. And we don't want to keep hearing, you know, oh, we talked about it, you know, we're good now. But it's like the viewers want to know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's like this idea that like they're on this show, but they don't want to give everything. Like they don't want to be as vulnerable as the show is calling for. And it's like
this is why you here.
Right, exactly. It's like you gotta show that because then it don't make no sense if y'all fighting and then y'all randomly made up, you know?
Right. Are you attending the reunion? Did you attend the reunion?
I did.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
What was the vibe like? Without giving too much away, what was the vibe of the reunion?
It was great. I can just say that it was great, and you know, some things made me a little teary-eyed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I kind of got just a little hint, just of what made you teary-eyed. I'm just gonna let the reunion play out. I think I just kind of got just a little bit of what made you teary-eyed.
Okay.
Ooh.
Maybe we need to talk about that when we done here.
Okay.
Moving on to the last scene of the show, Noel's charity event at Lost and Found. And I thought this was dope. Like Brian, I think you mentioned it, like they came together for a good cause, for a charity, until the shit went left. I have to ask y'all the question, like, who do y'all think put together the best fit? Ryan, D'Angelo, Timmy, Noel, or
who had those red kitten heels?
I think that was Ryan.
I'm gonna go with Ryan then, because that's what I remember from it is those red heels.
No lie, that's literally the only one I remember. Like, I can't remember Damien's, but I know it was like a girl version of how he dressed. He like
it was. It was
with that damn wig. I was like, bitch, who is this?
And Ryan had the wig of a middle-aged woman who used to do the devil's work. Now she's saved and sanctified. Now she worships the Lord.
What about she?
They decide, like, oh, let's go in the back and let's clear the air.
I want you to throw it because I'm very ready. Bro, I am very ready to hear you up and down. I'm about to get the fuck out of my don't hit that little delusion.
Let's see what the fuck is on everybody's mind. And I was like, really, Noel? Like, you're gonna ruin your own event? Like,
won't they do it?
Yeah. Like, you're gonna ruin a fucking charity event. Like, I just knew it was gonna go left. Like, anytime somebody say, let's play a game, I just know this shit is gonna go left. Y'all forget that they're like employees in the store, probably customers. Like, this is such a bad look. Like, especially for Noel, considering that he put this event together.
Right.
And you in the back acting the biggest ass. Like, homeboy, like, you basically just burned that bridge. Like,
right.
You just, like, I can't imagine being in the store shopping, like, thinking it's a charity event, and the people that are hosting the event are in a fucking back room brawling. Like,
brawling
so unprofessional.
Brawling by those garms, though. I'm just like, how did you get the photo? How did you get his nude? Were y'all talking at one point?
I'm going to say is I can only speak from my experience with my friend. Now, me and Tim is cool, but D'Angelo is my friend, and I don't think he's the type of person that's gonna make up something like that and then tell Damien that. Like,
yeah, I mean, when has D'Angelo really lied? Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's been messy. He's put the information out there, but you know, he hasn't really lied about anything, so it is what it is.
Like, it's a lot of I used to think a lot of things that Tim and Noel did was to cause friction between like relationships. Like, I used to be like, okay, so are these people here just to try to like cause some shit? Because in the argument, he kept saying, oh, it took you 3 months, but at the end of the day, that's not what we're talking about in the moment. What we're trying to get is, did you say that? Did you have these?
Right.
But it's like you were so focused on trying to get something going over here.
Right.
You know, they weren't even speaking at the time, D'Angelo and Damien. So, you know, I guess when that happened.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty awkward. Like, I'm just like, how did you get the nude? That's all I want to know. Like, because that's like, I feel like that's the key to unlock what's going on. How did you get this nude? You know, but
to that,
but yeah, I was just kind of like, okay. And then I also feel like one of the bigger issues with this season is that, or even last season too, kind of, it's like people are fighting other people's battles. Like, people are like Noel with the whole Timmy situation. It was like, why are you mad at them on the behalf of Timmy? Timmy's a grown man, and trust me, if he has a feeling about it, he will let them know. So like, you know, it's just like, why don't you figure out your own issues and he figure out his own issues and y'all will be good, you know? So I feel like there was a lot of that.
I wish we got to see more of Timmy's like who he is outside of, because I feel like that's something we didn't get to see. Like maybe there's a reason, you know, for him acting the way he does, or the way he responds or reacts to certain things. You know, I be trying to be understanding, but maybe
I can see that
the next season if, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Noel said something about how he's going through a lot, and I'm like, well, what is it?
Right.
You just put that out there, but I'm like,
I know he recently probably just lost somebody. I don't know. I think.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, well.
Okay. So, Brian, can I ask you something? I don't know if you like if you have an answer, but like their confessionals, how like was there like a time difference between when the season like actually ended and then that they come back and like do confessionals?
Or they do it as the season goes.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like with the editing,
that's the best way to do it though, because it's like we just was saying a couple of minutes ago. If we get into it and we beefing around this time and something happened around this time, but then we make up and then we have to do confessionals about when we were beefing, like it wouldn't make sense.
Right.
So I think they kind of like get it when they can, or when they feel like it's necessary when something happens, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
So like we know that you are completely fine and comfortable being like a friend of the show on this show, but have you thought about doing any of the other shows out there? G Status, Hot Boys.
No.
No, okay. I mean, look, I completely understand.
But I feel like I would want to be in control of my own narrative.
Right.
Tammy Roman is my honorary mother, so she's taught me a lot.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Yes, come on, Auntie Tammy.
Yes. So it's like being a friend, I get to, you know, control whatever, because if not, a lot probably would have been happening.
Well, hey. At least you know. At least you know. But yeah, that was that was the end of the episode. Yeah, it was I don't know. I feel like it could have been a better finale, but hey, it is what it is.
Like you said, the unanswered questions or whatever should have been, you know. So hopefully we'll get that at the reunion.
Brian, I do want to ask, like, do you have any as far as music, do you have any like inspirations, or like do you have an artist that you looked up to that kind of like got you into music?
This lady here.
He's a member of the Beehive. Like
I found it and I let it go.
So you're just like a regular fan now.
I'm a founder. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're a founder. Oh.
Y'all can have it, because if y'all can't be real and say when this lady do wrong, y'all can have it.
Yeah. It's an intense standship, I've heard. So do you have a favorite album by her?
Yes, B-Day.
Okay. Great album.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Favorite song?
Off B-Day?
Off B-Day and in general.
I don't have a favorite song by her. There are songs I like to see live, but on that particular album, I would say Green Light.
Okay.
Okay. That is a good song.
Yes. Okay. I feel it. Yeah, so a former member of the Beehive and two people who swear they aren't Stan or Barbs.
You know,
all in the zone right now. Like, here for it. Just here for it.
I have no words. I have nothing to say.
Get into it, yeah.
I opened my mouth to speak and nothing came out. So I'm just gonna.
This was very fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We
such a key.
Oh, thank you. You know, we try, you know. We just two regular. You know, we just two regular dudes from Detroit, you know.
Just trying to make it in this YouTube world.
Right. But definitely feel free to come back anytime.
I'll be back.
Yes, come through. Like,
yes. Bring a guest if you feel like it. I would definitely love to have like you, D'Angelo, and Damien on the show at the same time.
Because I was supposed to go over there earlier.
Oh, so you had the whole crew. Wow. Like, the whole crew. Well, this has been Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we're here with Bryan from the Shit We Do for Love seasons 1 and 2.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see y'all in the next one. Peace.